Oh boy. God dang stupid ass horse boy. Ugh. Alright. Stalker. Garnettus here. 11-7. Here yet again. I'm on my survey post. It's on my front porch. I'll be glad when I get to move around a little. I only stay out here really for an hour, right? And there's so less activity. I mean, if I get lucky, a deer might come out of the woodwork. Other than that, there's no reason to stay out here all day. This is kind of a mellow area where I live, and I live. I'm not gonna disclose that on YouTube, but I live in Missouri. I'm not gonna don't want idiots trying to see how tough they are coming down here and ruining my pleasant day. So it's day 2 of my summoning as a war devil. A summoning is basically a deployment. Usually you feel, you feel like, it's just all this is it's like a military deployment, except it's on your property. I'm not going to disclose all that, though, because I don't want people, not that anyone really watches this, I don't want people, like, phoning in and saying I'm a terrorist or something. I'm going to hit the White House or some dumb thing. I've had that happen to me, so, like, 2 or 3 times is too much for me. Okay, so, Devil of the Day. Oh gosh, I can't remember. It's as what is his name? Starts with an A. I'll have to, hold on. I gotta go get my notepad. Ugh. I've got my notepad now. Ugh. Okay. The name is Abigor. Abigor. Okay. So here is, for those of you, and by the way, a forward message. You know, I have slipped off the straight and narrow in 2011. If you're on medication, stay on your medication. Don't say you don't need it. Doctors that have studied this. Okay, let me tell you, give you one of my famous examples. Before I do anything sniper related, I listen to actual active snipers. If I want to know what a firefight's going to be like, I listen to somebody who has been in a firefight. Not somebody who's been in a firefight 20 years ago and says, well, it scares you, piss out of you. You're sitting, no, I don't listen to that. I listen to guys, I've heard most of the time it's fun. An active Marine said that during a documentary while he was sitting there getting shot. He said, this is fun. So it's, I don't listen to the moneymakers out there that sit there and say, well, you shoot your pants, or, oh, you do this, or... I had a buddy that listened to those guys. Drove me crazy. He thought kicking someone in the nuts was honorable because then you'll win the fight. That was ridiculous. But we always used to make fun of each other. I always said, I won't ever shoot him, and he goes, I'll kick him in the nuts. Because I've got such a strict rule of engagement. You know. And we used to make fun of each other that. So anyway, yeah, stay out of Mormon, stay out of cults, you guys read the Bible before you join a church. Don't ever join the church where you read the Bible. That's my number one piece of advice. And it's going to take me 10 fucking years to get back to where I was. And this is only the first one. Point 5. Okay, well anyway, let's get to today's lesson. So, who's Mr. Abigor? Well, he's a Grand Duke of Hell, and he commands 60 legions under him. Now, I'm getting this from actual, old books. I'm not talking about, like, the new shit that's going around the Church of Satan. I'm talking about, like, 1800 old books of witchcraft. I'm getting the name. That's where I'm getting the names, and I am going to hit every devil name. I don't care if every one of them is going to get nailed that, has this. I don't know. I'm shooting in the dark, basically, with these names. One could be a fairy tale, and the other one could actually be real. This one looks, though, to be real. Because of all the shit it leads, it just goes on and on and on and on. And guess what? Today is the military. The week of 9/11. So this will be a good lesson for you guys wanting to join terrorism or cartels or anything. So what is Mr. Abigor leading? Well, he helps the fortune tellers, the ones who supposedly can tell your future. That's who's telling them. He's revealing the future to them, and they tell it to you. And of course, you think that they're so great. Anyway, and responsible for influencing cowardice on the battlefield. He's responsible for aiding the evil armies, such as cartels, ISIS, Hitler's, all that other shit, and aiding evil armies. And the good army's intelligence leak. So when somebody decides they're going to leak out information, like what the street guys call a snitch. What do you got? You got a bug? Or does he have a copperhead? If he's got a copperhead, I want it. It's mine. No. Nope. Bugs and slugs are his favorite meal. Bugs and slugs. Anyway, so, like the traders and shit like that, that's who's influencing them. And, of course, it's everybody's free choice. Aiding criminals in court. Now, that doesn't mean... What I'm talking about is the lying. The shit, the sneaky shit. Not the, well, did you see my client? Or, trying to test the other witnesses' statement. I'm talking about the line and shit like they say, well, where were you at this? True aid, not just some blandant lie. I mean, when you see a guy that gets away with the first-degree murder, and no one knows how he did it, Mr. Abigor helped him. And I don't care who wants to admit it. He doesn't even know it. See, if a devil if a devil comes to you as it is, you're never going to follow it. You'd know right off the bat, hey, this is a real effed up guy. No matter if I don't believe in God, this guy ain't no good. So he's got to... See, when I get these names, he comes... this one says it was responsible for... He knows every secret word. Just a bunch of butterfly bullshit. I had to separate the BS from the... I had to literally translate it all. And I had to translate it from French, and then I had to translate it from bullshit. Okay, the bullshit translation is much harder than the French translation. You just copy and paste it all in Google Translate and got the French translation. The bullshit translation is... this thing didn't have but maybe 2 sentences, and I got all this out of those... 2 sentences because there was bullshit in it. There was bullshit and I can smell the bullshit. Many people wonder why I have black shit in my mouth, and that's because I eat bullshit. No! It's because I chew. I have too much fun down here in the woods. Someone's gonna come and get me. Anyway, okay. So he aids the criminals in court, and that means rapists, murderers, people who kill their kids, shit like that. Provides the revelations responsible for an evil army's influence. Okay, what that means is he gives the leaders, whatever it is, like we're going to use Saddam Hussein's military. He tells Saddam Hussein how to state his cause, or ISIS, or anything else, when they're sitting there saying, we are here for the oppressed peoples of Iran, or something like that. Okay, well, there's a very specific way you've got to word that stuff, or people are going to know you're crazy. They know they're crazy. The thing is, they have to have some, they want some governments on their side. It makes it much easier. Or some cartel leaders, or the cartels when they say, well, I don't think the cartels don't bullshit. I don't think the cartels bullshit. But I think they just don't give a fuck. They're so damn big now. It's like a corporation. I was almost tempted to join one. I'm like, what? Damn, it's there's so much gun dealing and everything else. That might be fun, but I do believe they'd be like me. Hell, I'd get caught my first run. Because I'd tell everybody what I got in the back. Oh yeah, you got to come out and see this AK-47 I've got. Yeah, and I heard you don't do that. But the reason why cartels are so strict, and this is off topic, but they're so strict, is because they're military. They give you money to do shit, and you fuck around with that money, you're going to get your head blown off, because that's their discipline. It's a very hard thing to join, and I would not recommend it unless I don't know, unless you're buddies with the boss, I would not recommend it. The reason why they're so good at what they do, military. Most of them were in the military. That's how they started. Anyway, provides that, and then influences the leader of the world to support the liberal armies he backs. So that's what I was saying, kind of like when Afghanistan supported the government of Afghanistan, or government, or whatever government, let's just say South America supports the army of Castro. Well, how does that happen? Well, everyone's got a conscience, so what he does is he influences it. It's pretty simple. Well, it's just like me, I want you to buy my product. Am I going to say that this product's going around murdering people, or am I going to say that this product's going to help? So, I mean, he does a lot more work and warfare than people do, almost. Anyway, and what I mean by sport is fun, give them secrets, give them shit, I don't, like, influence, like, kind of like God does. He softens you up, with this guy will, shit like that. And was also responsible for influencing some of the inhumane disciplines of armies. So, for example, ISIS, if you leave them, I don't think you just walk out. And what I mean by that, gangs can be considered an army. When you beat the living shit out of somebody because they want to leave, or you kill them, that's what I mean. Or beating the living hell out of a traitor, with a whip or something. That's what I mean. Not the Gorn and Leavenworth. Of course, you liberals, if any of you watch this, it's only been, if my videos have only been up for a short time. Give it a few years and I'll get every maniac in the world. Yeah. Just keep your shit on the internet and I'll bring it here because I'll put a hole through you so fucking fast. I defend my own, and I'm not going to bother the sheriff to come down here. It takes him, I think if he goes 100 miles an hour, it takes him 15 minutes. Or is it 5 minutes to get down here? I don't have 5 minutes. I don't know. Well, I might. I don't know. He had to go down 100 miles an hour. Down for somebody. That's a hell of a ride. I'll be getting a new rifle soon. I'm gonna get a sniper. No, not a sniper. It's a hunting rifle. Replace old Tess here. She's this screw right there. Get out of the way. This screw right here, right where I'm tapping my finger, stripped. I don't know how it did it. I was just shooting one in, it fell out, and I never over tightened my gun screws. Just got old. I had to put some Elmer's glue on it to keep it in place. This thing, I mean, her sights are off. I can still hit you. But the point is just look at that. Pieces, I mean, it's just... So, the lifespan of a normal woodstock hunting rifle maintained properly is 100 years. Of course, it might be longer. Because when I got it, was all chewed up. With rust and stuff. And this is how clean I got it. All functional. Even the little back thing works. The little back pocket. Which I still have yet to put anything in. Funny how military rifles have that, but civilians don't. One thing I like, there, see, even that works. That was all seized up when I got it. Anyway, yeah, it shoots. She shoots that. She goes wherever the sights are put. You know, she's not inaccurate in the barrel. It's just the sights, and she don't miss by much. She only misses. Let's see, there, maybe 4 inches. And if you get hit with this slug, you don't want another one. It's a 303. It's a. You can see how much the bolt pulls back to get it. This isn't. This can take down an elephant this round. It's actually what it was used for, as well. There it is. See, that's a big ass bullet. Look at it compared to my finger. It's like, I mean, it's a 7.7 by 5.6. It's not a. But the ammo with this rifle, I'm only gonna keep a box of 20, and the rest of it, my sister and let's see, me, my sister. No wait, I don't know. We'll find out something. I thought about taking it to my buddies and we'll shoot it, but it's so he might not like to. So, it's got a nice little safety right here. It's right there. It's got a pretty good little. It's a good little rifle. If it were brand new, I'd have no trouble. I wanted to have this as my sniper rifle. You know, buy a scope mount for it and have this as my sniper because it's already been, you know, it's been proved. But God decided otherwise. I swore this was going to be end-all be-all rifle. Luckily, the manual for the War Devils is not done yet, so I can still change it. I shoot better left-handed than I do right. Well, it feels better left-handed than it does right. It's a good little gun. Yep, Mr. Abigor. Is the one responsible for most wartime crime. So, I've had 17 minutes. I'll go ahead and end it here. See you guys later. God bless you. Bye.